Tonight we call upon a soul of a recently departed, someone whose sacrifice brought us great terror.
Hey, Katy, what's up?
The summoning was successful!
Candi?
It's good to see that you seem to have healed from your mortal wounds.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah, no, I'm Nick. Or Nico. Yeah.
This again. You're Dennis. So Dennis,
yes.
How were the Berlin tunnels?
It was really creepy. It was a whole lot of fun. We were probably shooting, I would say, for about a month underneath Berlin in these tunnels that were maybe like 60 feet high, 90 feet down. Just really creepy, dark and damp, and a lot of asbestos. So pretty sure my life is going to be shortened anyways from that. But no, it was cool. It was a very unique experience.
Were there any fun stories down there that you could tell us?
There were definitely some times where we got really creeped out. There was this room that we found that had a grand piano in it that we actually used in the film, but they kind of just found it down there. That's like kind of creepy, just doing our urban exploration, finding stuff like that. We also had times where we actually ran into people that were down there, and that's very odd because they've been abandoned for a while. And yeah, there were some other times where we just heard like these loud noises and kind of creaks and moans and groans. Like it almost felt haunted.
That sounds amazing.
It was a lot of fun, yeah.
I'm sure that some people live down there.
It looks like there might have been, yeah.
Fun existence. Very, very fun.
Yeah.
Dark.
Very dark. That's for sure. Yeah.
Darkness is beautiful.
In a way, yes. Yeah, it is.
Yes. What has been your most frightening experience?
Gosh, I would have to say working on that set was pretty terrifying. We were working with a lot of things that weren't necessarily safe. Like we were in a lot of these places, it was, there was actual glass on the ground. There was, sharp edges and stuff like that. There were times where we were, we were scaling over this this big tall pit that you actually see in the film. We were kind of doing that, 75 feet above the ground or above the floor. And that's kind of terrifying when you have to make that like little walk on this little ladder that's only this wide. There were times where it, moved and stuff like that. I actually got cut up a few times working down there. So.
Yes, it sounds quite perilous. And do you think that The Depraved is a kind of a commentary on how humans can be worse than any monster?
Oh, absolutely. I believe that humans can be like the thing of our nightmares. That's what I always have nightmares about, actually, believe it or not, are people chasing me with knives and big machetes and stuff like that. That's always a reoccurring one for me. It's never, like a monster or anything like that.
I'm sure it's especially now that you've actually had an experience like this. Now it's definitely your nightmares.
Yeah, no, it's definitely been in my nightmares, yes.
Who is your favorite fear maker?
There's a few of them. I would definitely say Wes Craven is one of them. I'm a big fan of the Nightmare on Elm Street. That's actually my favorite horror film was the original. I really like Rob Zombie and what he's done, kind of putting a twist on some of the older classics. But honestly, for me, I would go with somebody like Stanley Kubrick, somebody that's more kind of like a psychological fear. Like for instance, in the beginning of Clockwork Orange, you've got this group of basically degenerates and kids that are causing terror, like raping and pillaging and all that kind of stuff. And then in the end, you actually end up feeling bad for them. So it's kind of like if someone can pull a finger in you, like, or pull a switch in you or something like that, to make you be sad for the guy who's committing these terrible atrocities, it kind of gets you scared about the other things.
That also traces back to humans being worse than most monsters.
True, very true.
Was there something that you had seen when you were younger that really got to you, something that stuck with you to this day?
Yeah, I definitely would have to say the Nightmare on Elm Street, the original one. That one really messed with me, and I think it's Dream Warriors. I believe that's the one that it is, where he plays them like a marionette, and kind of cuts open and rips open their arms and takes out their veins and everything like that. And he's like dangling them by that, and I saw that when I was really little, and it's kind of it's always stuck with me. Yeah, it's kind of a terrifying thought. So
It is.
Yeah.
And did that also kind of influence you to become a fear maker yourself?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, there's definitely something to fighting your fears, and then embracing them a little bit. You can let the fear overwhelm you, and at times that can be crippling, and at other times it can be really liberating. Like for example, and this is going to be embarrassing to say, when I was younger, I was really terrified of the Haunted Mansion in Disney World, and as I grew older, I became obsessed with it, and now it's absolutely like my favorite ride of all time, and I just kind of feel this connection with it, and kind of the fear and the laughter in it and stuff like that. The laughter has now replaced the fear that I once had for it, and enjoyment in it. So, yeah.
Be gone, spirit!
Am I supposed to go? How do I get out of here?
Oh, it's second door on the left.
Oh, over here? This way? All right, cool.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, no problem. What's your name?
Gore.
Gore. Hey, Nico. Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man. Be safe.
You too.
Worm, I need you to find me a real ghost. No, I don't know where to find one. Go on Craigslist.
You like what you see? Click my face to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Or if you want more information about our feature episode, join us at weareindiehorror.com. And always remember, keep the fear alive.